guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am like not a blonde anymore. I don't even know what we're calling this color. Someone commented blonde on my picture, which is like brunette and blonde in one, which I think is kind of what I was going for. It's a little auburny, it's a little honey, it's still like a little bit light, little brunette, like we don't really know, but I love it. I've never been anything besides blonde in my life, so you guys will have to let me know what you think of it. So I just had to kind of address that very quick. But for today's video, I feel like I haven't filmed in so long and I don't know why. I didn't film last week and it feels like I haven't seen you guys in forever, so I'm sorry. Today I'm doing a video all about my filming gear. This is kind of a video that I want to just live on my channel so I can revert you guys back to it if you ever have questions. All of the details about my cameras, my tripods, my lighting, my microphone, all of that is going to be in this video for you guys, so that it'll just always be on my channel if you ever have any questions about it. This setup is really great if you're just starting or if you've been on YouTube and you want to get a few new things. Honestly, I've been using the same camera, tripod, and lighting since I started my channel and it has not failed me. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys want to hear all about my filming setup, my filming gear, all that stuff, please keep watching. So I'm obviously using a lot of the gear that I'm going to be talking about today, so I'm probably just going to insert some clips so you guys have some visuals of the products that I'm mentioning. But starting off with my camera, my DSLR camera. I have the Canon Rebel T5i and it has been an incredible camera, you guys. I could not recommend it more. It's a great starter camera, but also just a great camera in general, because I got it when I first started my channel and I still use it. I still love it. I haven't had any issues with it, like not one. I think a DSLR camera is something you should look into if you want to do more sit down videos like this. It's also been really great for pictures. I use it for all my more professional photos for my blog and for my Instagram and things like that. But if you want to do more vlogs, we'll talk about that in a minute. I have my camera right there that I will share. And if you also want to have it double for photography, I would definitely get a DSLR like this. If you ever want to get your look more advanced and you still have this camera, you can just kind of upgrade with a nicer lens. I haven't felt the need to upgrade a new camera body ever, and I don't think I will for a while, because it's great and I'm used to it and I love it, and it absolutely does not break the bank, which is something that is so important, because I know when you're first starting out, you do not have a huge budget to be spending money on a camera. You might be saving up for it for months, and this is the more attainable price. And it comes with a great kit lens. That's not the one that I'm using now. I will talk about that lens, but this one is the lens that it comes with, and this is just the classic zoom lens. It's EF6 18 to 55 millimeters. It's a great autofocus lens. It's very silent when it's focusing, which is very important if you're going to be filming videos like this. I still use this. I use it for a lot of my hauls so it can focus, do the autofocus on like the pieces that I'm showing and when I'm trying things on. And it's great for just more movement if you're going to be like, you know, doing a little lookbook or something like I usually do. But I do have a more advanced lens on my camera now that is a little bit more of something that you would maybe invest in a few years down the line, or just when you start growing or when you want to upgrade your look a little bit. This lens is incredible and it's a little bit more pricey. This one is also a Canon lens, but it's a 24 millimeter to 70 millimeter lens. A little bit bigger, a little bit longer. The zoom is a little bit better on it. It's just a nicer lens, so you get an even better, crisper, really nice picture, and you get more depth of field. I really love this lens for that. It's a little bit more of an investment if you wanted to do that, but I just had to share because I do get a lot of questions about what camera I use. Okay, and now for the sound that you're hearing in this video, I'm using a Rode mic, which is a very popular mic. I think a lot of YouTubers use Rode mics. There's different levels. The one I have isn't super expensive, so a really great starter point, but I also feel like if you are just starting your channel and you only have the budget for a camera, I wouldn't worry about a mic maybe just yet. Maybe get a few videos out, get comfortable, wait a few months, a year, whatever, and then you can upgrade your sound with a mic, because it does make a big difference. But also, you know, when you're first starting, you don't have a huge audience. You don't necessarily need to worry about it. You definitely can start with one. You kind of just want to come out the gate with everything on point. That's fine too, but I just want to let you guys know, for those of you that can't maybe afford an additional cost, I don't think a mic is necessary. But the reason I do use this and most YouTubers is because there's usually some type of like background noise that kind of gets in the way, like a little bit of hissing, kind of just that white noise that you can't get rid of unless you use a mic. So this is a great one. I definitely recommend it. I will probably show you guys what the sound sounds like without it. This is with the mic, obviously, and this is without the mic. So hopefully you guys can see a difference in this clip. I hope this is a good example, but it really does improve the sound quality and makes your voice stand out a little bit more than maybe the background noise. So while we're on the topic of like my camera and my mic, let's talk about what is holding up my camera right now. I have my tripod. So the tripod that I use is a little bit pricey. It's a little bit of an investment. It's a EGGSHELL tripod. And the reason that I have it is because my dad was a photographer and he had this really nice tripod, and he doesn't do photography anymore. So he gave this tripod to me. So I kind of just came up on it when I started my channel, which was amazing because when you first start, like I said, you don't have the money to buy something really nice like this. I mean, maybe some people do, but most people don't. So I was really stoked to get this tripod. Maybe if you are looking for a good tripod or something to invest in, if you've been doing YouTube for a while, I would definitely recommend a EGGSHELL tripod, which is a pretty funny name, but it's a really nice, heavy duty, very sturdy tripod that I have loved. And obviously my dad used it for years and years, and now it's been working for me really great. But I personally think that you probably could get something a little bit more on the cheaper side when you're first starting. I do think it's important to get something to hold up your camera because it will make your life so much easier. You can literally spend like probably $14.99 on Amazon for a more cheapy one, just for the sake of something to hold up your camera and have some type of stand and keep a consistent picture. Because when I first filmed my first video, I didn't know my dad had this, so I didn't use a tripod. I just like had my camera stacked up on shoe boxes and books, and I kept going back to like refilm a clip, and it was at a different angle in every single clip. I just ended up with a bunch of videos that were all in different spots in my room because like the camera just kept shifting, so it was kind of a mess. And it's just easier to have this. You can prop up your camera and, you know, do things in other spots and whatever. Also, if you're going to use it to shoot pictures, it's really great too to have one on hand. I will link the one I use below if you're interested, but I will also have something a little bit more affordable for you guys. Okay, next up, the item that is lighting up this room right now, we have my ring light. And I have not felt the need to get any other type of lighting at the moment. I don't have the room for it. If I move into somewhere new and I have an extra room where I could literally just have a YouTube studio set up, I might invest in some more lighting, like maybe a light box or something like that. But right now my ring light really gets the job done. It just lights up my room just enough. Even sometimes I don't always use it because I like natural light even more. So if there's a day where it's bright enough outside and the lighting on my camera is looking really good, I won't even put up the ring light because sometimes I don't love the artificial look of it. But it's a really nice thing to have on hand if you do need it. Because, you know, if you maybe get inspired and you want to film something and it's nighttime, you have your ring light and you can film because you're not going to want to film in the dark. And maybe you live somewhere where it's cold, it's raining, it's snowing. The ring light really comes in handy. So the ring light that I use, sorry, I went off on that whole tangent, didn't even say what ring light I use. This is the Ardensburg ring light. It's $44 on Amazon. And you guys, it was not $44 when I bought it. I feel like it was like $100 back in the day. Back in the day, I sound like I'm so old. Like a few years ago when I bought it. I don't know why. It's the same exact link. It says only 10 left in stock. So if you want it, you should go pick it up. It's a great ring light. I've had it forever and I haven't had any issues with it. But in addition to my ring light, I also have a ring light diffuser. So it's just a little cover that goes over my ring light to kind of soften the light a little bit more. It kind of helps diffuse it. It's called a diffuser. It just makes it less harsh and kind of makes the lighting look a little bit more natural and not so artificial. And this cover is only $15. So that I would definitely recommend. And for my ring light, I don't have as intense of a tripod because personally, I'm more worried about the tripod for my camera because that's what's usually getting moved around a lot more. So I really wanted the nice one to be for my camera, and then I did get more of a cheapy one for my lighting, which has worked completely fine for me. I typically just set up my lighting and it stays there, and my camera kind of gets moved around a little bit more and needed to be a little bit more durable. So the tripod that I have for my ring light is just $23 on Amazon. It's a Cowboy Studio. Oh, it actually comes with two. I don't know why this one comes with two, but I guess if you're gonna get the lighting, you can get a tripod for your lighting and then you could use the second one for your camera. So that's pretty good. When I bought it, it was only one. Wow, I'm just getting gypped. Everything is like now less money or you're getting more for your money. I don't know what happened, but good for you guys. So that is the situation with my lighting. That's all I use. I prefer to use natural lighting if I can. Like I said, this is just adding to the brightness of my room. It is a nice sunny day today, but I wanted to have this here as an example for you guys. Maybe I will turn off the lighting so you can see what it looks like. So this is obviously with my ring light on, and this is with my ring light off. So I do like how this like natural lighting looks. I probably would just adjust the settings on my camera a little bit and brighten it up, but it is getting a little bit later in the day, so I probably would have an issue with the lighting right now. It might get a little grainy as the day goes on my camera because it's gonna be struggling to pick up my face and everything. It's gonna get a little bit fuzzy probably. So the lighting comes in handy for that. Before we move on to my vlogging camera, I wanted to mention the battery pack and batteries that I purchased for my camera. So this is a battery pack for my DSLR. I do have a separate one for my vlogging camera, but I recently got this 2 battery charging port for my normal camera, and I don't know how I survived without it. Now I have 4 batteries, I believe. So I was actually looking just to buy spare batteries, and I saw this one came with spare batteries, but also a charging port, and it worked out really great because now I have this 2 battery charging thing. So this is the brand Artman. It came with 2 of these spare batteries as well as the charger. So that was actually a really great price. It was only $19.99 for that charger and also the 2 spare batteries. So I'm gonna link that below. That's a really great deal. But now moving on to my vlogging camera situation. So I recently just got this vlog camera for Christmas. Marcus got it for me. He knew that I've been wanting a vlog camera for a while, and I've been wanting to start vlogging. So really excited about this. I've only done 2 vlogs so far, but I've been using it for other videos. I used it for my morning routine and my night routine because it's really nice to have this easy to bring around, easy to carry, smaller camera. This is the Canon G7X. A lot of people recommend this camera. A lot of people you watch on YouTube probably use this camera. So I'm really loving it. It's a great camera. For me, it was between this one or the Sony, and I just came to the conclusion that this one was a little bit better. It was, I think, a little bit more expensive than the Sony one. I could be wrong. I feel like it was, but it's still not too bad. More vlogs will be coming soon. You guys already know. I feel like I haven't done like a sit down video like this in a while because I've been filming more casual videos, but I've really been liking it, and this camera's been great for it. So that's the camera I use. And now for this little mini tripod, I also got this on Amazon, and I believe this was like $12.99. I originally got this for my DSLR to film my outfits of the weeks videos because I used to just hold my camera, but it's so heavy that it would get really like shaky because I just like naturally I'm like shaking in the video. So I got this to keep it more stable, and it did hold up my DSLR really great. But then when I got my vlog camera, I kind of was under the impression that I needed to get like a new, maybe like a Gobi or whatever, the Gorilla Pods, whatever those things are called, one of those tripods. And then I was like, you know what, I have this, let's try it and see how this works. And it has worked like a charm, and I absolutely do not need another tripod until this one just does anything wrong that I'm not liking. But so far, this has been great. It's not too big and like looks obnoxious because some of the Gobi tripods looked a little bit like out there, and I was like, okay, I'm getting comfortable with vlogging. I don't think I want to be out with this huge vlogging stick. So this one has been really nice. It's very compact, but it also just works really well, and it feels very sturdy. This one's a great one. Definitely recommend. And then for the spare charger that I got for my vlogging camera, I got this one on Amazon as well. This is a Beston charger with the 2 spare batteries. Let me look at the price. This is $37.99, which I don't know why it's so much more than my DSLR spare battery and charger. I don't know, but this one seemed like the best one that I read online because you do need to read the reviews because sometimes they're like, this charger doesn't even work, it doesn't even charge my camera, the battery doesn't last. I did the research for you guys obviously because I'm recommending it, so you know you can trust my opinion because I've been using them for a while. I had to read the reviews because I had no recommendations from anybody, but these have worked great. So far so good. I knew that when I bought my vlogging camera I needed to get spare batteries because if you're vlogging your entire day or your entire few days, your battery's gonna die and then you just can't vlog anymore. So I now have 3 batteries and then this double charger and also the charger that came with my camera. So definitely necessary if you're gonna be a vlogger because you need a lot of footage and that takes up a lot of battery. Speaking of a lot of footage, you also need memory cards. So now I have a lot more spare memory cards than I did when I first started. I used to just film these little sit down videos and I would delete things off my memory card every single time I filmed. Now I have more spare ones because I'm vlogging now, and also I just think it's a good idea. I've always just used these SanDisk memory cards. You can buy them at Best Buy. I will link them below. This one is 128 gigabyte. Those have always been the memory cards that I use. And that is it for my YouTube. I do have one more thing I want to mention that I just think I should put in this video. This is a phone tripod and a little Bluetooth clicker, timer, shooter, auto shutter, I think they call it, that takes your pictures for you. So I have been using this for my phone. I use this for my Instagram because I don't always have someone here to take my picture, and this has really come in handy. This I got on Amazon also. I definitely could not recommend this more. It's super easy to use. It's bendy and movable so you can attach it to things. I have been taking some of my outfit photos with this, and I just attached it to my larger tripod and just kind of bend it around and get it so it stays on, and then I put my phone on, and then you just connect connect this via Bluetooth, and you can stand here and take pictures and just kind of hide this behind you and hit the shutter button, and it takes all your pictures for you. So this has really come in handy. Especially if you're just starting out. I'm sure you don't always have someone to help you take pictures, but you're trying to get content out there. I feel like this kind of went hand in hand with YouTube, because a lot of people that have YouTube channels also have Instagram pages, and that requires some work for you too, because you have to create content on all platforms. So that has really come in handy with maintaining my Instagram, and when I just don't have a spare hand to help me take photos. It's $13.99, which is a great price. You just can't beat it. So I feel like everything here, I feel like you could really get everything on Amazon in this video. I'm not sure if that's true, but I feel like that might be true. But yeah, I don't know. Amazon is great for techie things. So that is pretty much everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you took something away from this and you got some pointers if you're starting your channel, or if you already have a channel. I think these are all really great little tips and products. I've been using them for years. Couldn't recommend everything more. Everything is great. So yeah, if you guys have any requests on anything you want to see, make sure you comment below. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I do mainly fashion and beauty and some lifestyle videos. Like I said, I'm going to start vlogging more, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a video. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.